Is that better? As soon as I got to rattle the button. Thank you, Snowman. Thank you, Jay Watterson. As soon as I got to rattle the button on this, I think my mic may be getting a little funky. Is it on now? So I flipped it 3 or 4 more times. I think I got to pull it apart and clean the button. Should be on. That's why I usually check. Okay, it's on now. All right, thank you. What I was saying is, dang, I'm late. Later than I wanted to be. A little blitzed, but we are going to try to do this. I am in the middle of a storm. I don't think it's going to knock my power out, but we have a lot of lightning. It's not really strong, but we'll see. All right, thanks, guys. But yeah, that was goofy. I'm going to try to do an hour and a half, 2 hours, and be out of here kind of on time because I got a long day tomorrow and got to get to bed early and get up really early for a trip to a family reunion here this weekend. But let's jump right into it. Let me bring me to tiny size. Boom. We'll dock over here for right now. So yeah. All right. We're going to start right off. Trump, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I jinxed it, all right. Woof. The Trump administration is pushing back against the CNN leaks. Not only that, they say they're going to go after them. Say they're going to hunt them down. It's like, dang. In fact, I don't know where I put it, but I did put it somewhere. But Hegseth listed off all the other intelligence reports that have more than just a low level of confidence. I'll bet CNN and New York Times feel dumb as for pushing such a BS story. He's tearing the fake news apart limb by limb here. Well, does he? Does he? What do you think?
There's been a lot of discussion about what happened and what didn't happen. Step back for a second. Because of decisive military action, President Trump created the conditions to end the war, decimating, choose your word, obliterating, destroying Iran's nuclear capabilities. I want to read some of the assessments that have been provided, because whether it's fake news, CNN, MSNBC, or the New York Times, there's been fawning coverage of a preliminary assessment.
Oh, that's what we're talking about, Snowman. I don't think so. I think that I'm going to say that our intel was right, that they hit it. I don't know how 6 bunker busters dropped on that same place, at least 6, missed. I'm going to say BS, but we'll find out. But we're going to talk a little bit about it here.
Assessment. I've had a chance to read it. Every outlet has breathlessly reported on a preliminary assessment from DIA. I'm looking at it right now. Again, it was preliminary, a day and a half after the actual strike, when it admits itself in writing that it requires weeks to accumulate the necessary data to make such an assessment. It's preliminary. It points out that it's not been coordinated with the intelligence community at all.
Oops.
There's low confidence in this particular report.
Oops.
It says in the report there are gaps in the information. It says in the report multiple linchpin assumptions are what this assessment, a linchpin assumption, you know what that is? That means your entire premise is predicated on a linchpin.
Means they don't know all the info. Means that was not a final report. That was something in making as of just sudden, quick, done. This is the first off the ball, the draft going on. So,
wrong. Everything else is wrong. And yet, still, this report acknowledges it's likely severe damage. Again, this is preliminary, but leaked because someone had an agenda to try to muddy the waters and make it look like this historic strike wasn't successful. I'm going to get to the chairman in a moment because he's going to lay out.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you really think 6 bunker buster bombs dropped on this place only set them back 3 months? I mean, what do you think? I really don't think that's a proper assessment of the damage these things do. They were talking about, well, we'll pull it up after this. I'm not going to play, I'll play a little more of this, and then we're going to head on to that. But yeah.
The particulars for you based on his professional military experience. But here's what other folks are saying. The DIA that put that report out says that this is a preliminary low confidence report and will continue to be refined as additional intelligence becomes available. How about the Israeli Atomic Energy Commission? The devastating U.S. strikes on Fordo destroyed the site's critical infrastructure and rendered the enrichment facility inoperable.
Now, I would say this. Maybe the Israelis would lie to make us look good because we helped them. But I don't know. I think the Israelis would want to say, nah, it didn't hit it enough. You got to hit it again. They'd want to keep us in. So I would think the Israelis would be more apt to say, nah, you didn't do much damage. You got to go back in. We need more help. You got to hit that thing again. You did nothing. That's what I think so far. Iran has already declared victory. Well, of course they did. Come on. Are any of us surprised about that? They were going to declare a victory no matter what.
Have any of these quotes made their way into the New York Times or the Washington Post? MSNBC? CNN?
Nope.
Any of these quotes? How about this one? This is a new one from the UN, the United Nations.
Whoops.
No friend of the United States, or certainly Israel often.
No.
Here's the head of the UN Atomic Energy Agency this morning, Rafael Grossi. U.S. and Israeli strikes caused enormous damage to Iran's nuclear sites. Don't take my word for it. How about the IDF's chief of staff? I can say here that the assessment is that we significantly damaged the nuclear program, setting it back by years. I repeat, years. The Iranian foreign minister, the spokesman, our nuclear installations have been badly damaged, that's for sure.
That was Iranian. I don't know. It does seem like they cherry-picked just to come out with a story, because you know what happens. The left will come out with a story, release a salacious story. I mean, come on. How many lefties 10 years later still think Donald Trump said there were good people in the white Supremes in Charlottesville? A shitload. Because everybody saw the salacious, bullshit, edited video and headlines. But barely anybody went back to watch the actual evidence, to watch the full video, and took the time to look at everything that came out refuting it later. And even Snopes refuted it. But most of them don't know that. I'm still showing people. They say, no, it was proven. You show them, they go, oh, shit. So they all they care is to get their salacious bullshit headline out to the smooth brains, and the smooth brains will have that in their head for years, no matter what the evidence is. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure that's an understatement. John Radcliffe, the director of the CIA, putting out a statement just last night. CIA can confirm that a body of credible intelligence indicates Iran's nuclear program has been severely damaged by recent targeted strikes.
I will say this. If it's only 3 months, everybody's going to look like a full jackass. Tell you what, if I was in Iran, I would have every flipping construction worker and every bit of construction machine in there now trying to fix that thing in 3 months or less. I'm just saying, I don't care if you got a paper mache that sumbitch. You'd be wanting to do that to go, oh, hey, because you are gonna get a lot of people buried under a shitload of media scrutiny if that happened. Holy crap. I mean, you are going to just make... If you are Iran and you really want a win, a big visual media win around the world, get that thing rebuilt in 2 months and show it, and holy crap, then you've got a huge win. That'd be nuts.
This includes new intelligence.
I mean, a lot of people putting themselves on the line here.
Intelligence from a historically reliable, very different than preliminary assessment with low confidence. He's saying historically reliable and accurate source and method that several key Iranian nuclear facilities were destroyed and would have to be rebuilt over the course of years.
Well, course of years? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think this many people in this many agencies, not just American, would come out with statements like this, including an Iranian spokesman, UN, Nuclear Commission people? Do you think they would hang themselves out to dry like this? I think I'd be more likely to be conservative and say it's less damage than I actually thought happened. So, I don't know. Hey, Connie, what's up? Nobody wants Iran to get nukes except CNN. Yeah. Boy, isn't that true. Holy crap, yeah. CNN would love it. And that's sad, because all they doing is cheerleading against America. That is craziness. How you doing, Bunny? Mag D5, what is up? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people would like to hang themselves out like this if they didn't think they were at least on some pretty stable ground.
Continues to collect additional reliably sourced information to keep appropriate decision makers fully informed. How about DNI Tulsi Gabbard yesterday? She writes, and I quote, "New intelligence confirms what POTUS has stated numerous times. Iran's nuclear facilities have been destroyed." Institute for Science and International Security President David Albright.
And it keeps going. I'm not going to bore you too much, but he just keeps going. Source after source after source to refute that preliminary report that admits it's a preliminary report without all data in. So that's what they ran with, because once again, just get it out there into the ether and the smooth brains hear it first, see it first, and no matter what, they will not believe it. You know, it's just like trying to tell people that we've released all the JFK stuff. Even if they have. I'm not saying they have, but even if they have, some people will never believe it now. So it's hard to know for sure, but a lot of people hanging themselves out to dry here possibly. And I don't see a lot of political types in multiple countries, including an Iranian spokesman saying that. So yeah. Hey, Jay Watterson, what's up, man? I know you were here with your flip-flops, but now I can say automatically, hello. I know you're talking about jinxing up there, but so far the storm, I checked my radar, it's not too bad. But what do you guys think? Do you think CNN just latched onto anything? They could not let Trump have a win. They had to find some way to hit back, make Trump look bad. And too many people out there saying that they did insane damage. And if you look up the damage those MOPs do, and we dropped 6 of them there, and they even knew that those trucks, I don't know if you guys heard the trucks, they were talking about the trucks today. The trucks were not there to take uranium out. They weren't set up for it. They weren't the type of truck you would use. They didn't have containment, nothing. They were trucks. They were cementing and blocking up all the air vents. And they knew that by satellite footage. So they dropped a couple MOPs first on those areas to break that concrete up. So then they could go down the shafts. I just don't think with the damage. That's just what I'm saying. I just don't think the damage from that many MOPs is going to leave that thing intact. Mag D5, you can never please anyone. True, true, true. Hey, Andrew L., what's up, bud? Hey, there's currently breaking news in Milwaukee. 2 cops. Oh, good grief. Oh, man. Oh, no. You're kidding, man. You're kidding. Oh, you are not kidding. Well, I didn't think you'd come in a kid like that, but just exasperation. This is getting stupid. Oh, man. Yeah. That is ungood. Let's hit this one. Let's see what they say. Thanks for the tip, Andrew, but damn. I heard they sent the nuclear material to China by plane. Well, Snowman, we talked about that the other night. We made guesses. But the problem is, what they're saying is by the satellite imagery, and they were watching, they knew about the trucks, but they weren't the type of trucks to take it out. It takes certain trucks. It's very heavy material. It's radioactive. You don't just drag it around in a dump truck. The trucks they talked about were cement trucks and dump trucks. And they were cementing up those vents. So a lot of people are saying, no, they didn't take it out, not with those trucks, if they took it out at all. And those planes came in, remember, pretty close to when the bombing happened. It would have been a hell of a thing to sneak that out with satellite, because they were satellite imagery watching that place every second leading up to that strike. So I think it would be crazy for them to try to have done that at all. Because you know they're going to see it. So, unless you get a really, really, really cloudy day. But then some of them, they have like infrared imagery. They can still see through the clouds. No, Andrew L., I mean, hey, it's news that we need to know about. And just, jeez. You know, 2 Milwaukee walk outside in the evening of June 26th. Multiple law enforcement. Okay, I'm trying to read here quick, guys. 25th and Garfield Ave. Conflicting information about the conditions early on. And it said one had deceased. Said his reporting officer was. However, now appears the same sources. From the same sources, there is a desperate effort to save the officer's life. The second officer's condition is unclear. This is from an hour ago. We are withholding the officers' names. Okay. There's a large crime scene. So, wow. That is... Oh, my God. I mean, let's see what this one brings us here. No, I mean, yeah, I kind of would just probably keep it. Well, see, Snowman, we've talked about that on this stream. And there are a lot of people in the chat, and I had to kind of agree that, why would China want it? Why would China come get it? I mean, flying it in those 747s is kind of dangerous and usually leaves a radiation trace we might be able to spot. So I don't know why they would do that. I even myself hypothesized that here on one of these streams. But I got pushback from my chat and people smarter than me, obviously. Rightfully so that why would they do that? They don't think that would be viable. They have tons of their own uranium. I said maybe they're going to hang on to it for cheaper oil from Iran for a while. But thing is, Snowman, how did they get it out without us seeing? Because they've talked today about they knew those trucks were there and they knew what those trucks were doing. They were cementing up, closing up entry points for our bombs, trying to stop them. So I don't know. China doesn't want them to have nukes. Well, yeah, I agree. That's why I think China's kind of happy we did this too. China's probably pretty happy we dropped these things. Because also they want things back to normal. China needs the 15% of their oil or so they get from Iran back. This war has put that on no. So they haven't been getting that oil. And with all the troubles in China right now, they don't need this disruption. Even only 15% is a huge disruption. So I just don't know if they had anything to do with it. Maybe. We still don't know what the 747s went there for. And we know they did. All right. Still searching for a suspect involved in a shooting, left 2 injured. If this comes out, oh man, I'm going to tell you right now. Conjecture. You can give me a flip or even a flip-flop for this just for the heck of it. This is conjecture. What if this is an illegal alien? Or what if this is one of the illegal alien supporters in our country? Dude, I'm telling you, if this was an illegal alien or any of these ICE protesters that did this crap, oh shit. I'm hoping it isn't in a way. So yeah. Large presence remains on the scene, so there's a suspect. So 2 people earlier, they were investigating a double shooting at 20th Capitol Drive. 2 people, 17-year-old and 20-year-old, were taken to the hospital for gunshot wounds. Police looking for unknown suspect. Wow. Still waiting on an update on conditions. Okay. Sure, it could be linked to domestic violence. Yeah, I see they're not naming them, but damn. Domestic violence, dude. Every officer will tell you the scariest thing to go into is a domestic violence call. That is, they do not like domestic violence calls. They are just some of the most dangerous damn things they walk into. That's, oof. And no, Andrew, don't feel bad for bringing in something like that. It's something, it's not, I'm not interested because it's salacious or anything. It's just, geez Louise. You don't want to see this crap. We don't need this stuff going on. We don't need people shooting officers. We don't need, officers being removed. It's just, if it's a domestic, wow. I would almost rather it be a domestic than some illegal alien, because man, or even worse, one of these ICE protesters. I mean, you can look at the good side. That's like, wow, this shit'll be over. The ICE protests, oh no, the kid gloves would come off. And if it's illegal alien, oh yeah, the kid gloves are off. But, I mean, come on. Like this? No. This isn't the way we want to get this point across and get him out of here. Not confirmed, just repeat. Oh, no, you're fine, dude. You're fine. No, I just read. Yeah, I mean, no, you're fine, man. This is new. We're still, there's a lot still going to, happen. And this just happened. So, damn. Yeah, I mean, it's really fresh. So, yeah, whew. 3 hours, okay. 17 or 20-year-old. Okay, see, now there 3 hours ago, they're talking about these two people that were shot. 17 and 20-year-old. So, that's that 20th in Capitol, but this was 25th in Garfield. So, it may not even be related. So, whew. These are all old. So, I'll wait for a while. We'll come back. Hey, Snowman, have a good one, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Stay nice and warm and comfy down there. But yeah, back to Hegseth here. Hegseth really, sorry to switch gears like that, but we don't know much more, but thank you very much, Andrew. Hegseth really laid out, and from now on, he just, after this part of the video, he just goes on and lays out more and more sources to really, I like that they're leaving it totally almost no leg to stand on for CNN. So I'll tell you what, if it does come out there wrong, though, oh shit. Oh shit. There's a YouTube live stream going on somewhere. They're expecting a speaker on incident. Let me see here. Let's just do it this way. I'll do it this way. Boink. Pull that. Top Democrats hunt down 20 days. Los Angeles resistance. Original. No. All right, trying to see here. 6. Trying to see. Trying to see if there's anything here. That's 12 days ago. Oh my God. Milwaukee's got some issues. Let's click here and let's see what we got with this.
Tools, and we have seen
Yep.
Again, this is the best equipped police department in the entire state of Wisconsin.
Well, they have to. I mean, Milwaukee's big, and they have a lot of problems.
Shots of the drones that are up there. So, guys, the investigation continues. I'll throw it back to you in the studio.
Dude, I'm sorry, but this person here in this chat, Jessica, what's the over/under for the cops being dead?
Confirming some information in here.
That's a horrid way to put this.
I got a source on this, and
I mean,
that almost the same thing, and that these.
This person here, I don't know if you guys hear me. Sorry. As asking, what's the over-under for the cops being dead? That is, yeah, like this guy is. It's kind of harsh, Jesse. What the hell? That's goofy. Wow. That's an asinine thing to say.
Your source telling you the same thing my source is telling me. It's not the same source. We got to make that clear.
Yeah, well, we know what this person's views are on police and everything and who they probably voted for.
There's very little way to protect yourself from that. If this suspect knew exactly where those officers were going, there is very little that they can do to protect themselves.
I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to pause it. I can always come back if we need to. If we hear of anything, if you guys hear of anything, let me know. I'll come back here. I'll probably show it. I mean, let's see here. I'm not seeing anything right now. That's live there, so. That's 2 years. God dang, man. They got a lot of problems up there. There's a lot of these hitting that. That's probably not as bad as Chicago, but still. But all right, we'll try this again. 14 hours ago, Pete Hegseth announces criminal investigation into whoever's feeding bad intel into CNN and New York Times that the strikes on Iran didn't really destroy the nuclear program. We're doing a leak investigation with the FBI right now. And I guess they're using Bongino for that. That's what I heard. I mean, shit. There are people you don't want coming after you, and that's one.
Well, Mr. President, when you talk to people who
built the bombs understand what those bombs can do and deliver those bombs. They landed precisely where they were supposed to. It was a flawless mission.
Flawless.
Right down where we knew they needed to enter. And given the 30,000 pounds of explosives and capability of those munitions, it was devastation underneath Fordo. And the amount of munitions, 6 per location, any assessment that tells you it was something otherwise is speculating with other motives. And we know that because when you actually look at the report, by the way, it was a top secret report, it was preliminary, it was low confidence. All right, so this isn't, you make assessments based on what you know. They
And
don't
it said it could be very devastating, very serious.
moderate
in
to
that
severe,
report.
and we believe far more likely severe and obliterated.
Is there a
So this
leak
is a political
investigation?
motive here.
Is there a leak investigation?
Of course, we're doing a leak investigation with the FBI right now because this information is for internal purposes, battle damage assessments, and CNN and others are trying to spin it to make the president look bad when this was an overwhelming success.
We had a
And the bad thing is, there's only so many people that could have got their hands on this. I don't know what the hell you would be thinking releasing something like this, knowing, wow, there's a good chance this is going to come back on you. I mean, whoa. So yeah, also I heard there is a, I thought I had it up here, but no. No, I thought I had it somewhere. Here, let me do a quick search. But there's a chance that they're going to find this person. I mean, shit. And is that, it's not full-on treason, but I'm betting it's sedition. I'm betting that qualifies for sedition. Now, if they'd leaked it before and screwed up the whole raid, that would be treason. So, woof. Skirting that line. This is just something I heard. I don't know if it's real. So don't get on me too much. Okay, so I saw something earlier, but it's not coming up, so maybe not. So, oh, here. Kevin Sorbo. 7 hours ago. Tulsi is now being suspected of leaking intel about Iran. What? I really hope not. I really hope not. But you gotta always look at this. When it says insider, an insider, Tulsi Gabbard line of fire after Iran leaks. I mean, come on. Really? Does anybody think so? Does anybody think that? Bunny, when I worked in a big hospital in the yard, they would bring in a police officer, everyone would cry. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people still respect and love police officers. They do. Not every cop is good, fine. But my God, they do a job. So, yeah, I don't know. Days of vehement opposition to reporting by CNN and New York Times suggests that Trump is angrier than normal about the leak. Well, why wouldn't he be? It's funny how the deep state leaks like shit when it's a when Trump's in office. But holy shit, when there's a Democrat in office, suddenly the leaks dry up. Just dry up like crazy. According to sources who spoke, so it gives them room to say, oops. So today in the Mail, Trump's obsession with Gabbard shows that some of the individuals he previously trusted may be participating. Yeah, so I know they've talked about they're pointing fingers at members of Congress too. So, dude, could you imagine if this comes out a member of Congress or, I don't think so, Tulsi Gabbard? Whoa, that'd be crazy. I'd say more likely a Democrat congressperson. You know, a Schiff or something like that. So, whew. I don't know. I think BS, but that's just me. But we'll find out in the next couple of days. Hey, Drew, how's it going? Well, we were talking a little about the Pete Hegseth pushing back on the leak of the CNN report. CNN leaked the preliminary report, and I played a video where Hegseth just lays out piece of evidence after evidence after evidence. Now they've had more time and finished reporting and looking at stuff. And like he said in the video I just played, the people who made this bomb know the capabilities of it and say, no, ain't no chance. We only set things back a couple months. So that's kind of what we were talking about. We were also alternating with the fact that there is a shooting in Milwaukee. Andrew came in and reported that. There was a shooting a few hours ago. A couple police officers in Milwaukee. We were waiting to see if there's going to be a live press conference talking about it. We don't know 100% sure if one officer has deceased and one has not.
Freighter, if we could.
So we kind of been bouncing between them.
There. Can we go to the freighter shot right there? Because what you're going to see, thank you very much, in the booth, you're seeing that looks like a Milwaukee County, or is that a...
So far we don't know anything, but if they go live with a press conference and then catch it here, that's what we'll look at. We'll stop. How you doing tonight, Drew? I like the head of NATO calling Donald daddy. Hey, I figured out what the head of NATO's voice sounded like. It was bugging me last time. Remember I said, dude, his voice and accent sound like somebody from a TV show or a movie? It came to me. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Die Hard 3. He sounds like Jeremy Irons' character in there. I swear he does. He sounds like Jeremy Irons' character. It's crazy. Well, not all the leaks dried up. Oh, God, Jay Watterson, dude. Nicely done. Okay, nicely done. That was good. Woo! And Jay Watterson comes in with a kind of a potty joke. The other live channel showing the active manhunt. Whoa. Wow. Which channels are those? That's the only one I see. It's the only ones I get live when I bring it up. Is these two. Oh, this one right here? Is this the guys you're talking about looking around? I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to be this dude. The top one? Oh, this one right here? Okay.
Steve, we have since seen a number of the officers that were
sorry to bounce around, guys, but
now moved back north on 27th towards the original location where that search was centered. We also saw police officers, it seems, in the alley near Brown and 27th searching in their flashlights again towards that western area. So it seems they're still actively searching.
Hopefully the people in this chat are a little better. In fact, look at this. Whoever the people watching this channel are all like prayers of the cops and talking about stuff like that, and not like the chat over here. We saw this chick saying that, oh, what are the over under on the cops being dead? And people are like, what the hell, lady? And she's
Miriam, just to go off a couple of landmarks here, as you move north on 27th.
Yeah, there's other people.
A large church off there to the right.
There's other people saying they don't want to talk to her.
In relationship with the church and the parking lot that's right there on 27th.
Well, I'm watching for a new press conference or something, so we'll come back here if something happens. All right, cool. No, it isn't nice. Just over under on some cops. Cops are looking for evidence, shell casings. All right. Sharknado movies are funny. Martino, they are. Welcome, man. All right. So I'm going to call bullshit on this right here. I think Tulsi Gabbard, we'll check in once in a while here on that. Check on Rumble. How you guys doing over there? I see you. In case any of you want to, here is the link to the YouTube chat. If you would like to join over there. I know not everybody has an account and can, comment on Rumble. But there you go. If you do have a YouTube, you can always join over there and hang out. But I'm going to call bullshit on this. I'm going to say no way Tulsi Gabbard. But what they're saying, they're talking about some possible congressional members. Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm going to bet that could be a big one. So, yeah. But, yeah, they were talking about Tulsi and then some of the leak. I don't think so at all. I do not. All right, but we are going to move on. I am going to try to keep this under 3 hours a night. I got to get up really early, and I got a heck of a day tomorrow. I'm still going to try to do a stream sometime before getting up early the next day to go to the family reunion. So, all right. Dems debate future of the party after Mamdani's upset win. There are a lot of moderate Democrats. We touched on this last night. There are a lot of moderate Democrats that are absolutely shitting themselves right now. Because they have been doing nothing but saying, we've got to stop the far left. We got to stop dragging to the left. All the crazy shit we're doing and getting involved in is decimating our party. So they've been wanting to get away from it. And then this happens. And then New York goes and, I'm telling you what, this guy is one step from being the mayor there. And as we were discussing last night, just his child care crap, free child care, it's $6 billion a month. There's not enough billionaires' money to take. $6 billion a month. Then all the freebie buses, government-run grocery stores. He's going to have to steal or somehow tax the billionaires. He says, oh, it won't cost anybody but the billionaires a single penny. Dude, he's probably going to have to take somewhere between 10 and 20 billion a month from billionaires and businesses. How sustainable is that shit? Seriously, how sustainable is that? Between 10 and 20 billion? I mean, sure, like you guys said in the chat last night, he's going to have a hard time getting this through, but if it's super popular, let's say he wins in a landslide. Holy shit. How's the city council or whatever, how are they going to stand up to him? Because if they say no, you're going to see New York tear itself apart. I would think so. Come on, have the lefties needed any real reason to riot? They'll attack Tesla. You know? Do they really need a reason? If they are told we're going to get all these freebies, and then it doesn't happen because of some city council people, they're going to shit kittens. It's going to be ugly. So I don't know. I think the whole thing's crap, and it just shows how stupid lefties are. You cannot take this much money. You just can't. Bunny is commenting on the Hegseth thing that probably one of the Democrat congressmen, yeah. Beat the boys till they find the unsub, yeah. And Jay Waters and Tulsi might not be in the line of fire, but everyone that had access to info is under a microscope. And there was a news press conference today where they did say there is not a lot of people that get their eyes and hands on this. So it's a limited amount. And I don't think they're going to do the Joe Biden cocaine investigation and just go, whoopsie, we just couldn't figure it out. It's only like 200 people, but we just can't figure it out. Oh, lie detector test? Nah. Blood test? Nah. We just can't. We're the FBI and we're incompetent now. No, I don't think that's going to happen here. I think they're going to find this person, and there's only so many. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Nobody's above suspicion. Well, maybe Hegseth and Trump. Come on. Under 3 hours, I'm lying. We'll see, man. I'm trying because I'm already tired. And I got some meds I really got to get on to tonight. But all right, so the Mamdani Democrat battle over the future of the party intensified after, and I keep wanting to say Zohan because of the stupid movie, Zohran Mamdani, stunning upset in the New York mayoral primary. Progressives urge Mamdani's win, argue. My God. Welcome to English as your 25th language, everybody. Argue Mamdani's win is a sign of where the party needs to go. Yeah, they are saying, oh, it's all common sense. We should do this everywhere. There are a lot of Republicans and GOP people going, God, go for it. Do it. Do it. They are like, yeah, you are going to decimate your party. And the thing is, it's not just GOP people. A lot of moderate or normal Democrats are going, no. They know what this is. This is a poison pill. This is just going to show even more how far the Democrats have fallen and what they believe in if they go start pushing this as a party totally. So, wow. They think this could propel it to victory in next year's midterms and beyond. But moderate Democrats opposed to Mamdani say moving too far in that direction, yes, towards socialism and communism, could put the party in jeopardy in areas of the country less friendly to that sort of progressive policies. Okay, New York. This was I don't think this guy's going to win, but this was a bad race. He won a bad race. Not on his part. Cuomo is already hated by a lot of New Yorkers for getting their grandma, grandpa, friend, cousin, whatever, offed by managing COVID horridly. They don't like the guy. So this guy didn't really have the biggest, strongest candidate to go up against. And Cuomo ran a very old-style campaign. It wasn't a very well-done campaign. And he still got like 35%. I don't know if this guy can beat Eric Adams. And I really, for New York's sake, I hope not. But, I'll tell you what. For the midterm's sake, I hope they try it. I hope he wins. If I wanted to be a total dick, hey, if New York votes him in, New York deserves him. If the Democrats vote him in and go with this shit, they deserve whatever they get. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah. What do you guys think here? Yep, Bunny, you're right. Yep, they'll find the leaker. MagD5. I'm thinking about taking up a collection to buy a full-page ad in the New York Times and announce a countrywide No Karens protest. What the hell is that? What the hell? Plot twist. It came from a Republican senator. Who wouldn't surprise? Oh. You know what? Okay, the leak. Yeah, Jay Watterson. Hey, I don't like, you guys know how many times have I talked about Uniparty, rhinos, no, never Trumpers, and I think GOP's a bunch of jackasses too, mostly. So yeah, I wouldn't be over surprised if some never Trumper did that. Some guy that pines for the days where the Republicans and the Democrats alike in Congress never really had to do anything, just cry and get elected and swear they'll fight for you. Before Trump came in and showed how much they're lying to us, that yes, shit can get done in this country, and a lot of it can get done and fast. They pine for those days to go back to being just soaking up that money and sitting there and doing their theater. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So yeah. Let's see. Some political observers point to Mamdani's strength as a candidate and messenger as more critical to his success and a future playbook for other Democrats than his ideology. Yeah, okay. So he's a young Democrat socialist. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, do you really think so, guys? Do you think he's going to beat Eric Adams? Oh, well, Bunny, of course, because they are. They are liars. CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, a lot of the leftist media, ABC. Remember, ABC said there wasn't going to be no fact-checking on that debate. But who'd they fact-check? Trump only. And they did it falsely, too. So, if there's a reason he calls the mainstream media liars, is because they are. They get caught lying all the time. They've been caught lying so much, it's crazy. So he calls them liars, and they are. Yes, and losers. Yes. Now, thing is, Carville. Oh, yeah. Old Tippy Turtle's back. Old Tippy Turtle here. Wow, they're really on that. Old Tippy Turtle's back out there. Carville calls socialist victory in New York City mayoral primary a potentially damaging event for the Democratic Party. You know what? Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Democrats. I'm not a big fan of Republicans either, but right now Democrats are knucking futs. They are the dumbest, screwiest effing party, and they're horrid for America right now. But this guy makes sense. Carville, we may not agree with him on everything, but he is closer to the area of a Democrat, the level of Democrat that you can actually have talks with and negotiate where neither of you are going to get what you want, but you can get a bill done that still does good for the people with this man. Not all the time, but you can. And he is right. This could be damaging for the Democrat Party, and I'm on the fence on whether I care. I'm almost at the point right now where I would like to see the Democrat Party decimated. Decimated. I really, we need the Democrat Party to lose in the midterms. Lose. We have to have that, or the 2 years after is just going to be impeach Trump, investigate, stall, stop. Nothing's going to happen. They're going to do everything to try to reverse everything. And Congress, even the weenie wussy Republicans won't be in charge. So there's no way we can try to get into law half the stuff Trump has done. It'll be done. At least with Republicans there, Trump, especially if the Republicans win the midterms, Trump's got leverage. He can push buttons and get nasty with them to codify this stuff in law. But yeah, I mean, woohoo! I mean, even Carville, guys. That is crazy. See if I can get it to... Come on, you played earlier. Oh, come on. Come on, James. There we go. Go, James.
I can't imagine that any Democratic candidate anywhere in the country is going to be able to escape answering this question. I think the microphones will follow them around. I think that they're going to pound this home as hard as they possibly can. Mm-hmm. And depending on who comes in a general election, there's a lot of Democrats going to have a hard go at this. I think it's a potentially damaging event.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is. It's going to screw them. It just depends. How bad do you want to see Democrats get their butt kicked? The leftists are losing it because Bill Maher went right. Bill Maher didn't go right. If you look how he still talks about Trump, he's gone right back to actually just almost, not as bad, but almost as bad, hating Trump again and attacking Trump. But Bill Maher is a Democrat, and yes, he's a leftist, but I don't think he's a socialist or a communist. So a lot of people are not liking this in the Democrat Party. Now, I got to ask you guys, in the chat, one flip means you think Zohran can win, or Zohran can win. A flip and a flop means you think Eric Adams is going to win. Tell me what you think is going to happen. Do you think a flip-flop or a flip? What do you think? Yeah, so, yeah. I think Eric Adams is going to win. I think this primary is, once again, just a primary. It's glitz and flash up against Cuomo, who's pretty heavily hated by a lot of New Yorkers. And as Eric Adams, remember Eric Adams was only put under investigation after he went against the Democrat establishment. That's a witch hunt. He didn't stand up for the left. Once again, you can't leave that plantation. Bunny gives me a flip-flop. Okay. All right, there's one. I think Adams will win it. If he doesn't, though, shit's going to get fun. I know you guys don't think Zohran can get his stuff through, but if he doesn't, and he's sold all these freebies coming, whoa, lefties. Especially if he really wins big. Oh, shit. I mean, I think that would just be amazing. Carville, the strategist, noticed that Mamdani has not walked back calls for a global intifada. Carville is referring to how Mamdani refused to disavow the phrase globalize the intifada. He also didn't want to walk back the phrase from the river to the sea. Well, that means different things to people I know. Bullshit. Bullshit. So, yeah. He don't want to walk back either of those terms. So, woohoo! The far left have dipped their fingers into responsible for far too many far left agendas to gain back enough votes to regain control for many years. Whoa. A lot of people are done with the stupidity. Yeah. I don't know. So Mag D5, are you saying then that that Mamdani will probably win? That the radical part of the party has enough power to push him through on this? Is that what you're saying? If I'm reading that wrong, let me know, bud. But you're saying that the Democrats have lost control of their mindless foot soldiers, and now they don't know what to do? They better hope Adams wins. Yeah. But moving on. Look. Right on cue over Gateway Pundit. Any and all criticism of Zohran Mamdani. I'm not even going to say his last name. Zohran. Sounds like an evil bad guy from a sci-fi movie. We're from the Zohran Republic, or the Zohran Empire. We are here to take you over. Right on cue, any and all criticism of Zohran is suddenly Islamophobic. Ta-da! He's already talked about making a bunch of laws, against a bunch of speech. Weird. Democrats and the media have discovered a new strategy to protect the communist Muslim Zohran. Just kidding, it's an old strategy. From now on, criticism of Zohran automatically makes you an Islamophobe. Well, okay. Where have we seen this strategy used before? I'm not even going to read what they wrote, because I'm going to say, where have you seen this strategy before? Pretty much anywhere a Democrat is when you would disagree with them. You disagree with a Democrat, you are a misogynist, Islamophobe, a racist, phobe. That's all the Democrats ever have. It's not that he's a communist. Not that, or hey, his ideas suck. You're a phobe. You're a phobe. Courtesy was sitting back and salivating. Yeah. You're probably getting closer to right, Jay Watterson. So yeah, and here we go from Axios. MAGA erupts with Islamophobic attacks on Zohran. Boy. Oh boy. Racist and Islamophobic attacks. Oh boy. Come on. So, right on cue. If you are Islamophobic, you don't want Zohran leading New York City with the same failed ideology that is rooted in the same failed country he comes from. Yep. Coming from a shithole country, you're a socialist, communist, but silly us for not liking that. It must be because he's a Muslim. Good grief. So then Kamala was a communist. And if I remember right, she was Christian, right? Or Hindu Christian. So, Here we go. Boom.
I am someone who I would say am less comfortable with the idea of banning the use of certain words, and that I think it is more evocative of a Trump-style approach to how to lead a country. And I think especially when we've seen...
Sure, but does that just make you uncomfortable? Like the phrase globalized intifada, from the river to the sea, does that make you uncomfortable? Or do you think...
Okay, those are different. Those are super different.
They're not really.
Like different genres.
I'm sorry, I'm asking Zohran. Then they're not really different to me. And to some people, they're not different.
They're not.
I know people for whom those things mean very different things. And to me, ultimately,
bullshit.
What I hear in so many is a desperate desire for equality and equal rights.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
In standing up for Palestinian human rights. And I think what's difficult also is that the very word has been used by the Holocaust Museum when translating the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising into Arabic.
Yeah, well, we know what it means, and now he's dancing. He's trying to find a way to get around this. He is visibly searching to try to find a way to walk around this. So, yeah, what a dick. What a dick. And, yep. Zohran Mamdani, here's some more free money. Wants to spend $65 million on gender-affirming care, including for minors. More free money, guys. More free money. Yeah, 100%, Bunny. 100%. He is in this video just dancing. Dancing, trying to make sure he Doesn't say the wrong thing. 65 million. So if a government official tells you it's going to be 65 million, double it. It's going to be 130 million at least spent on gender affirming care, even for kids. More free money, adding on to the billions of free things he's already promising everybody. But yeah, and here we go. Well, seen this? I know I'm jumping through, guys, but woof. Look at this shit. Now, I don't know if this is real. This is Gunther Eagleman. I like a lot of his posts, but I don't know if this is actually from 3 hours or from today or last night. I have no idea. This could be old, but still, it's kind of chilling in a way, because I'm telling you right now, if this many Christians stood in Times Square audibly praying like that and everything, there would be news furor everywhere. Very nice, Jay Watterson. Hike. See, I don't know when this was, but woof. We'll do that in a little bit. I thought I had a bookmark I wanted to show you here on some of this. Hang on. Oh, that's her still. Nope, saw that. Oh, there's that Tulsi thing. This, look at this. And I got this up here because there are some kids. These kids right here. 3 teens arrested for ripping a rainbow pride flag in Atlanta have been charged with obstruction, criminal damage to property, conspiracy, and prowling, and now they possibly might get hate charges. They could get up to 10 years behind bars for ripping up a pride flag, folks. That is nuts. That is insane. This is stupid. But look right here. Watch this crap. Where's the manhunt? Where's the 10 years in jail? Yeah, I know it's old, guys. I already got this. That's why I picked the one with the... But still, where was the manhunt? I know this is 2023, but I picked it for a show, a choice here. Or, you know, a unequal dispensation of the law. Where were the investigations and the possibility of getting 10 years in jail for ripping down American flags? I'm just saying. But if you touch a pride flag, and Zohran, and I'm saying this because of him, he is wanting to make actual laws about saying anything against the LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, A, F, Omega, Alpha, whatever community, and or touching a pride flag. So, holy shit. American flag, go for it. Pride flag, you could see 10 years in jail or more. That's nuts. That's just crazy shit. That is crazy shit. That is just dumb. There is so much with this guy. I mean, it just goes on and on with him. So, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, do you think this is going to embolden some of the problems going on in New York? I do. I think it's going to embolden a lot of people to have problems in New York. All right. But let's see here. What are we doing? Oh, this is something funny real quick. Just a little wet your whistle. Just a little bit of fun. Let's come down a little bit. This is weird. I saw this come across my feed and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm bookmarking this stuff. What's going on with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni? What the hell? And Bunny, yes, I agree with you. It's nuts chopping off little kids and boys' stuffs. It's nuts. If you want to do it as an adult, you do it, but you do it on your dollar. And 2, don't mess with kids. But what is wrong with this chick?
Si conclude un vertice importante, tanto chiaramente per gli impegni.
What is she doing?
Un messaggio molto importante, mi pare di avervi detto tutto.
C'era stata la reazione di Trump.
Su una politica espansiva.
Did they have Taco Bell or something there? Because he's... I keep waiting for her to have the total recall. Face come off her. What is with her? Dude, they got her jacked up on something.
Presidente, mi scusi, con il Presidente Trump è riuscito a parlare ieri sera anche del tema dazi?
Si chiude al 10% i dazi. Tajani ha detto che va bene.
What the hell is with her?
Impegnatissima per ottenere questo risultato.
Presidente, aumenti sostenibili, ha detto l'Italia, però parliamo
I mean,
comunque
I'm gonna back this up, but watch her. It is crazy.
Si conclude un vertice importante, tanto chiaramente per gli impegni. Un messaggio molto importante, mi pare di avervi detto tutto.
C'era stata la reazione di Trump.
Su una politica espansiva.
Presidente, ma noi come faremo a produrre?
Well, that too. Look at her face.
Non mi pare
Watch
che
her
risolviamo grandi
face.
problemi.
And she starts staring around and doing weird stuff. And
Presidente, mi scusi, con il Presidente Trump è riuscito a parlare ieri sera anche del tema
everything's
dazi?
twitching.
Si chiude al 10% i dazi. Tajani ha detto che va bene così. Lei è d'accordo?
Impegnatissima per ottenere questo risultato.
Aumenti sostenibili, ha detto l'Italia, però parliamo comunque di circa 100 miliardi in 10 anni, così è il calcolo, tra sicurezza e difesa.
She's got a bathroom or something, man.
Sì.
She got to go bathroom or
Si
something.
conclude un vertice importante, tanto chiaramente per
And the one where she pulls her chin and does that weird
un
facial
messaggio molto
thing.
importante, mi pare di avervi detto tutto.
And she's looking around that. What is that? Look at this.
C'era stata la reazione di
Avervi detto tutto.
C'era stata la reazione di
Looks like she
Trump.
swallowed a bullfrog or something. I mean, she just goes in and does this move. I mean, what is this? And her eyes bug out and her lip, and she has this. Ugh. And what is that? She's weird. She starts opening her eyes wide and looking around. Dude, either she's jacked up on something, or she's got a bathroom problem, or got irritable bowel syndrome. I mean, look at her. Right here, she almost looks like she's gonna puke. Watch this.
Presidente, mi scusi, con il Presidente Trump è riuscito a parlare ieri sera anche
Her
del tema
face
dazi?
twitches and she
Si chiude al 10%
rides
i
up
dazi.
like that. It's like right
Tajani
here.
ha detto che va bene così.
She looks and is like,
Impegnatissima
ugh.
per ottenere questo risultato.
What is wrong with this
Comunque
lady?
di circa 100 miliardi in 10 anni, così è il calcolo, tra sicurezza e difesa.
And then she wants to go. That look right there is like, I was gonna make it to the bathroom. I was gonna make it.
Così è il calcolo, tra sicurezza e difesa.
What is that? You know what? You know what, Bunny? You could be right. She's holding in farts or something. She's holding in farts, reflux, or something. Because that is horrendous. She was in a meeting with the French PM. Nice, Jay Watterson. But yeah, that's just messed up. I just had that in there because I was like, what the hell? Zohran says he's getting hateful messages for being a Muslim. Of course he is. Here we go. We're going to divide everybody with race hate. Anything you say against him now just means you hate Muslims. That's what it's going to be. You watch. He's going to put on that armor, the old race armor. Or religion.
I get messages that say the only good Muslim is a dead Muslim.
Thank God no Christians get those, huh?
I get threats on my life.
Welcome to politics, dickhead. Hey, when a bullet whizzes through, Donald Trump's here, is that because they hated Christians? Just saying. Oh my God.
on the people that I love. And I try not to talk about it.
Yeah, you're doing a great job in front of a bunch of cameras that are transmitting around the world. I try not to talk about it, but here I am.
Because the function of racism, as Toni Morrison said, is distraction. My focus is always...
Now, wait a minute. Wait. I messed it up a second ago. He should know better. Muslim's not a race. Muslim's a religion. So now he's saying racist. Getting that in people's minds.
It's been on making this a city that's affordable, on making this a city that every New Yorker sees themselves in. And
every New Yorker that is contributing jack shit. Anybody that has big business or any real people that have a lot of money are gonna leave. And as I was asking last night of our Dave, our obvious leftist, if the rich leave, the big businesses leave, where are you going to steal the billions from if they leave? If they go over to Jersey, if they go to Florida, if they go to Texas. And he wouldn't answer me. He kept going off about other stuff. And I kept asking, where is Zohran going to get the money if a lot more billionaires and companies leave?
It takes a toll. Because this is a city that every single person deserves to be in. It's a city that we all belong to. And the thing that's made me proudest in this campaign...
tears. Dude, those are crocodile fucking tears. If you ever seen them. Come on.
Is that the strength of our movement is built on our ability to have built something across Jewish and Muslim New Yorkers, across New Yorkers of all faiths, all backgrounds, and all boroughs. And anti-Semitism is such a real issue in the city. And it has been hard to see it weaponized by candidates who do not seem to have any sincere interest in tackling, but rather in using it as a pretext to make political points.
Says a guy who just went and made a video here, an interview, talking about how everybody's after him. He cried because he's a Muslim. And then he adds race in there. He knows what he's saying. 100% knows. Smoking. Yeah, maybe Georgia was smoking a joint, but that's a hell of a butt doobie. So, yeah. And I'm going to ask one more time, guys. I keep saying, and I'm going to do this almost every stream, if not every stream. Why is this Bizatch still not arrested and still in the Minnesota State House? She's an admitted illegal alien. She has lied on thousands of government documents saying she's an American citizen. How do you think she got elected? She lied. There are things you have to check and sign that say you are an American citizen. She has admittedly voted in a presidential elections as an illegal alien. She is in this legislative body of Minnesota making laws against Americans' interests and all for illegal aliens. She does not turn down any bill for illegals. She's on this video admitting she's an illegal alien, yet she's not arrested. She's still sitting next to this man who I'm going to assume is an American citizen, ruling and making laws in our country. How in the name of shit? I'm going to keep bitching about it. Dan Bongino, Pamela Blondie, Kash Patel, anybody at the goddamn DOJ, where the frig are you? How is she not under arrest? Driving me nuts. So that's why I keep mentioning it. Well, when's JD going to call this guy a little bitch? Oh, dude, I don't know, Ryan, but man, this crying is so fake. Welcome, by the way, buddy. And I haven't said it tonight, but please do me a favor. On your way in or just while you're hanging out, please hit thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I keep checking on you guys on Rumble. I see you over there, and I did leave a link to the YouTube chat if you want to join, just like Snoopy did last night. So Snoopy came home. All right. But no, we're about done talking about Zohran, and you guys have made your voice heard that you hope Eric Adams wins because you're not pricks. Because you don't want to see the greatest city in America, well, the biggest, I don't know about the greatest anymore, get decimated that way. You know, we want to win. We want to have country be good. We definitely don't want to see a huge chunk of our country take an absolute shit, but maybe that's what it's going to take to wake people up. It's going to take a Zohran win to screw up so bad in that state, in that city, to really wake up people to how bad socialism and communism is. So maybe we want it to happen. So yeah. All right. So after Georgia Maloney for a conniption fit, and these guys, these kids are going to get in trouble for hate crimes on a pride flag, but hey, take down an American flag, no big deal. It's all good. You know what? I know they say free speech. If you take an American flag and burn it, it's free speech. Fine. Why does that not apply to a pride flag? Symbol of our country, symbol that many people have shed blood and lives for generation upon generation, flies everywhere around the world where our soldiers are, where our embassies are, one of the best known symbols on the planet, but hey, free speech if you want to destroy this in our country. Pride flag, for people who want to mess with little kids' body parts. Yeah, but that's the hate crime if you mess with that. Just a little recap. Tulsi, no. We all said no. Tulsi is not being under investigated for this. Pete Hegseth did a great job laying out the bullshit from this report that CNN leaked. All right. So, let me catch up with you guys real quick. Nope, I'd like to see Curtis Sewell with Screw Adams. You know, I'll say this. As long as it's not Zohran Mamdani, you know, Curtis Sewell could be a better choice. Don't you think? Woof. I mean, I just want to know where this guy... I wish I could have got an answer from Dave last night. If the rich... They've already lost a lot of rich people, a lot of companies. If more leave, where is he going to wring the up to $10 billion a month he's going to need for this shit? Out of people. How's he going to get it? I won't do anything to the lower level people. Just the billionaires. And when they leave... So, yeah. Wish I could have got an answer, but that's the way lefties work. All right. Adams puts his finger up to see which way the political winds are blowing before... You know what? I'll take that compared to some crazy lefty that in the face of the big election loss and everybody repudiating their stuff, all polls saying that the shit they stand for is not what America wants, still standing there going, I'm going to do it. I'll take the guy that goes with the winds of change. Hell, Bill Maher does that too, but I'll take that compared to somebody that's still going to double down on the crazy. I'll take, oh shit, if I want to have my political career here, I better go sane for a little bit. I'll take that momentary sanity. I'm still going to watch him with a stink eye. I see you, fucker. You know, it's like Zuckerberg. We know he's not Trump's buddy. Winds of change. But you know what? I'll take it right now, and I'm going to watch his ass. So, you know what? Just saying. But I'm not dumb. Every time Bill Maher says something good, people clap like seals. I'm like, remember when he talks against all the woke shit. Remember how much Bill Maher pushed the woke shit, buddies. Don't clap too hard for him. Always watch. So I don't mind letting somebody weave around with them winds of change. But I'll take the win out of it for a little bit and watch the stink eye on them. Watch them. All right, so where was I here? We did that. Oh, we did that. This is just a little one here, guys. Not a big one. We're going to kind of head down here. Like I said, I am trying to keep this to a nice dull roar tonight. And we are not very deep in. Gateway Pundit. Yes, I've chosen actual couple conservative written stories tonight. Look at that. Kick around and find out. Egyptian man deported after kicking CBP airport dog into the air for sniffing contraband in his luggage. And I'm going to ask a question here. Why is it a cheap video camera or security camera I can get from Amazon does better imaging than most of the shit our government has? I mean, what the hell is this? That's what CBP is using in our airports? That sucks. That sucks a lot. Kick around and find out. That's the message from Customs and Border Patrol after an Egyptian man kicked a CBP dog named Freddy so hard it went airborne after the dog sniffed out over 100 pounds of contraband food. That's it. Yeah, amp that up till I got the food. 100 pounds of contraband food in his luggage when he flew into Dulles Airport in Northern Virginia on Tuesday. It's contraband food, but you decided to kick the CBP dog over some food you were bringing. That's a good plan right there. That's a great plan. I mean, I want to know, one, the video, the idiot quality of their cameras, but two, what dumbass thought it was a good idea to kick Customs Patrol's dog on the way in. Yeah. Welcome for your turnaround trip. Hope we charged him for it, too. So, yeah, the Egyptian man was arrested, charged, wow, surprise, pled guilty, sentenced to time served, and deported in a few days, getting on a plane back to Egypt on Thursday. We better not have paid for that shit. He was ordered by a federal judge in Alexandria, Virginia, to pay the veterinarian bill for treatment of Freddie's bruised ribs. Ugh. Oh my, holy God. Dude, he just, not everybody, you can't always tell by looks, but he just looks like, whoa, holy crap. Can you imagine what you turn a light on and see that standing in next to you in the dark? Holy shit. That would do it. Freddie was kicked so hard he lifted off the ground and suffered contusions to his rib area. That's uncool, dude. I mean, I'm glad they prosecuted and set him out, but I don't want to pay. Like I said, picking some lighter stuff off and on tonight. Wasn't the biggest news day, honestly. If you really look, if you go and watch Steven Crowder, and Steven Crowder started talking about movies this morning, like the Superman movies from the Marvel, the Ironheart and stuff. When Steven Crowder is talking about a crappy Marvel Disney TV show, it's a semi-slow day. It's not the biggest day. You know what? Hang on, Jay Watterson. I'm not. Let me see if it's who I think it is. Let me see. God damn it. Dude, what did you just do? I don't think I should have done that. Oh, crap. Let me see. I'm not sure. Hey, I'll admit it if it's not who I thought it was. Oh, come on. Dude, don't do that. Come on. I'm looking. If it's not, I will tell you right away. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, the Guardian Angels. Okay, yeah. Let me see here. Nonprofit prevention organization. I didn't know he was the founder. I didn't know he's a founder. I know it was something with the Guardian Angels, but no, I just thought you're saying a Guardian Angels dude, but I thought it was somebody higher up since you kept saying it. But I didn't know he was the founder of the Guardian Angels. So I'll take a flip. Not a flip-flop, but I'll take a flip. No, I did not know he was the founder. I knew it was something to do with Guardian Angels. I've heard people talk about him. But here, let me take a look here. Let's see if they're still talking about this here. So far, I'm not seeing anything new.
But we're also noticing officers, their posture has relaxed just a little bit.
Come on, pick back up.
There are pockets of things we're seeing where they'll do a search, where they'll be shining flashlights, but a lot of officers...
For those of you who don't know, there was a shooting in Milwaukee of 2 police officers earlier tonight. And Andrew L. came in and let us know, and we're trying to find out if there's anything going on here. Oh, they must have stopped the stream there. Or is that live? No, I don't think that's live. We'll find out in a second. What the hell?
Because again, in the 9 o'clock hour is where one homicide scene, and police are getting the call that some of their colleagues have been shot.
No, let me get back to the chat here. Sorry, guys.
Said it sounded...
Okay, yeah, I didn't know he started the Guardian Angels. I know I'd heard the name with Guardian Angels. I assumed as you kept saying it, he was higher up, but I had no flip-flopping clue he was the founder. So I will definitely take a flip, and if you want to give me the flop also, that's fine.
Here's a witness sound. Listen.
Sitting down, relaxing, eating me a hot dog, and I heard a boom, 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 up close.
He is?
How many shots do you think you heard?
About 12.
Did you see or did you hear what direction they were coming from?
Oh, no, man. I know over this way, 25th, over this area. I gotta go to work, so I come this way.
What did you hear after the shots were fired?
All I heard was police calls.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, so you're going to hear a lot of them.
Shut down everything. Stopped everybody.
Swarming. And Ted and Mary, you both said...
All right, so that's live because I see his clock behind him. So far, nothing new, though, by looks of it. So it looks like yeah. So I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard about a live press conference yet. We did look, so we'll see what happens there. But no, I did not know that he was a mayoral candidate either. I thought you were just trying to get some dude I heard about with the Guardian Angels in there. I'm like, okay. No, so I did not know he was a founder, and I did not know he was a candidate. Well, shit. Some New Yorkers don't know he's running. Wow. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not being a dick here, because obviously I didn't know about it. If some New Yorkers don't know, his chances of winning are probably what? -1? Well, probably not that bad. Probably, 3% if you want to do the odds? That's too bad, because founder of the Guardian Angels, you'd think you'd have a little more recognition in New York, wouldn't you? Wow. Well, thanks for letting me know, because you made me go look it up, and I thought it was just some dude from the Guardian Angels, but now I see that. Yeah, American activist, radio talk show host, and founder and chief executive officer of the Guardian Angels. Holy shit. Huh. Oh, okay. Siwa was the, am I saying Sliwa? Siwa? God damn it. I'm thinking Jojo Siwa or something. Sliwa is the way it's spelled. Was the Republican nominee for the 2021 New York City mayoral election. Whoa. So he ran then, but not now? Is that what I'm seeing? Or is he running now too? I'm just reading a synopsis that was up there for me. Holy shit. All right. We'll check back on this here in a little bit. But I'm glad this jackass got kicked out. I hope we didn't pay to do it. I know it's a little lighter night, guys. Once again, I had a few things to talk about. We did a lot of those early, and I actually went through them semi-fast, which is weird for me. But then got a couple little dum-dums here. Oh, boy. Once again, look at that nose jewelry. Woo! Hey, FBI, San Diego lady is openly calling on her followers to decease ICE officers. Arrest her. There's a lot of these if you go to Reddit. I've told you guys, if you go to Reddit, Reddit is nuts. So, oh boy.
You can just kill ICE agents.
Starts off a little hot. Don't do this shit. Once again, YouTube, this is not loving violence. We are saying do not do this shit. This is dumb.
You know that? You can just kill them. You don't have to hold your phone in their face and ask people when their birthday is and ask people what their name is and then try to find wherever they end up in Los Angeles. You can kill them. This isn't about social media clout anymore. This isn't about video. This isn't about the phone. This is about get a gun and start killing ICE agents.
That is stupid. That is stupid. Okay, so Sliwa is the way to say it, not like Jojo Siwa. That's why I was stupid on that. But yeah, he is running now. Okay, didn't say that over here, but I'm sure if I pulled up more on him. But this chick is nuts. That much nose jewelry, your brain cells are off. The more Joe's nose jewelry or the bigger the nose jewelry, the more insane. This is just stupid. And how long until some leftard sees enough of these and does it? You know what happens to lefties? Sooner or later, somebody will do it. And this person probably won't be the do it, because usually it's the ones out there screeching and screaming the loudest, telling people to do it who will not. They know. They are just hoping to get somebody else to do it. My God.
They are deputized corrections officers. Kill them.
You know what? I don't care if it's just a corrections officer. You do not get to walk up and off officers. That is insane in the membrane. Famous cow nose ring, yeah. Yeah, they got the fancy thing, don't they? And I've got to wonder if this person thinks they're a man. And because the lack of the shirt thing, it's almost like they are walking around because I have trans-overed. But yeah, that the nose thing is something, isn't it? I mean, could you imagine? Everybody's done this. You go like this, sharp thing in your nose get you. Imagine going rubbing and getting that thing stabbing you. How do you keep your shit clean? How do you blow your nose? How do you dig out them snot crusties? Just saying. This is a lunatic. I'm not going to play it again. I will share it over on my X, or you go right to End Wokeness and watch it and share it out. People need to know about this crazy shit. And like I said, it's the person that people that make the videos like this aren't the ones who do it. They're just radicalizing others to do this stuff for them. I mean, redacted radical is this person. Hey, look, I called it. I didn't even look down, guys. This is the last thing I called up before I went live. Look at this. Democrat trans activist. I was right about the no shirt and the way they were acting. Redacted radical. Huh. Runner and musician just horsing around. FreeKhalil.org. Okay, I don't know what that one refers to, but I probably should. But just horsing around. Because this sounds like horsing around. Oy, yay, yay. Just nuts. Eyes up here, yeah. Ugh. No, but I just knew. As soon as it called it up, I'm looking at this person's face. I'm like, yeah, something ain't right in Kansas. My certain type of radar went off. You know what I mean? She has one of the side. Yeah, I know. This person. She's got it all. She's got it going on. I mean, she's got double brain damage right here. So, woof. I think the one on the side makes you the crazy white leftist lady. But the one that through the nose is what makes you go to do the lop off of me's or whatever else they do. You know, the I can just suddenly become a dude. You know, that makes it do that. But what the shit, man? And then we got this dumbass. Under the category of FAFO. The tough guy doesn't do well against a taser. Dropped like a sack of shit, he is. Yeah. He threw a knife at a police officer. Well, strangely, the cops didn't care for that. That's a diamond nose ring. Yeah. So once again, you do this. Imagine how that's going to cut you up. How are you going to... Yeah. I mean, woof. I don't know. It's just weird. The person's eyes are all bloodshot, whacked out. Ooh, sorry, guys. I apologize. That came out of nowhere. But yeah. Ugh. So Jay Waterson's, you're like, hey, what's that worth? All right. This dude threw a knife at a cop, and strangely, the police did not care for that happening.
What you gonna tase him for? What the fuck you gonna tase him for? Oh my god! Are you fucking serious?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Oh
my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god! Holy fuck!
What the fuck? You just kicked her! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What you gonna tase him for? What the fuck?
Yeah, right there, threw the knife. And you hear it clatter off the officer and hit the ground. So right, woof, see, swings that and throws it. Whee, throws the knife. It's like dumb, limp-wristed, horrible throw. But tried to throw it towards a cop, fucked up. They don't care. You fuck up and it hits something right near the cop, you're done. You're going down. So right there, throws the knife. And it actually goes off and misses, maybe because limp-wristed. And hits. Oh, no, the cop whacked it out of the way. Holy shit, watch this. Throws it at the cop. Cop hits it and shoots it over against this bar right here. Right here. Threw it at the cop. The cop smacked it and launched it right here into the bar. That's the knife right there. That little thing right there. If you watch it move. See it move? Threw it at the cop. The cop either bounced off his body armor or he whacked it. That is stupid right there. This bitch threw a knife at a cop and it got game suit away into this little thing here and you actually hear it land.
What the fuck you gonna tase him for?
Yeah, the cop hit it with his gun maybe even.
Are you?
So you decided to throw a knife at a armed police officer. Okay. That's stupid.
Fucking serious?
I love this. Fucking serious, fucking serious, fucking serious.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
I'm sorry, I gotta replay this part. This is a happy ending.
Holy fuck! What the fuck? You just kicked her! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You gonna tase him for? What the fuck you gonna tase him for?
Ugh! Just hits, too. Yeah, Florida is not tolerating any crap. Yeah. No, there's a lot of states that are done with it. Well, there's states that have laws now. If you run out in the road, or if you're protesting in the road and you go after somebody's car, you might become a speed bump. So let's go over here real quick. I want to take a quick look. Well, I just thought that was a nice happy ending on that.
Right now, Bria, Bria's at 27th and Garfield now. Bria,
check you.
Bria, join us, please, and tell us where you are. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ted, right now we are live at 27th and Garfield. There is still what appears to be this manhunt underway. Our last check from Milwaukee Police, I believe the email came in at 11:18. It says, please avoid the area as there is still a threat to the public. There's an officer standing here with his long gun drawn. You can see this at every corner of this crime scene. Eric, if we can come back this way, I want them to show another officer. If you walk past an alley near 25th and Garfield, you will see an officer standing at every corner, every street, every alley. Some people are getting frustrated. I just talked to a young woman who was working at Summerfest. She's just got off and she's like, I cannot get anywhere close to my home. So that's something that a lot of people are dealing with.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's too bad. Get back in your car and sit for a while. An officer was maybe offed and one injured. I'm so sorry. Sorry, deal with it. F Jesus, people.
As police make sure that they lock down and secure this investigation. Every corner, you can see the flashing lights, the crime scene tape moving in the flashing lights, just because this is a sea of...
I see people in the chat here asking any status on the officer. So they don't know then, I guess.
Area. I want you to take a look back over this way, more towards 27th and Garfield. This is the epicenter of this investigation. Just two blocks down at 25th and Garfield. This is where Milwaukee police say that 2 officers were shot in the line of duty. Again, this is a very critical incident, or at least rather, let me correct that. That's what we're hearing from the Milwaukee Police Association, that 2 officers were shot in the line of duty here. This is at 25th and Garfield. We just saw police officers maybe about 20 to 25 minutes ago. They were near Storm's early childhood school.
Okay.
We saw them with their flashlights.
I was trying to find out because Andrew L. thought he might have heard that it was due to a domestic incident call. So a domestic, so I don't know. If it was a domestic, I mean, those are dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Cops hate domestics.
The first one, they got out 1 round. There, boom. And I kept on doing what I was doing. And then I heard another one. Boom. Just real loud. I mean, this was loud. I never heard one this loud, though. And then shortly after them 2 shots, I seen about 15 cars come, 15 SWAT cars going down Garfield.
Sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring him. I'm just trying to see if they mentioned something new.
Went straight down, and I thought they were gonna keep going. And then once they got so packed down there, they right in front of my school. A whole lot of them.
So you were in here, you were cleaning up?
I was cleaning up, yeah.
Again, that was a custodian that was inside of Storm's early childhood center. About 20 minutes ago, we saw at least, I would say, about 6 officers going around the school with their flashlights. They're making sure that they are carefully...
Yeah, so they're still trying to find the person or persons. I mean, shit.
Like one of the places where folks are parking and coming up and then joining in on the search. So this is certainly a very active scene here, as we can see.
Yeah, I don't see they've got anything new. Whoa. See if I can find anything, see if anything comes up. I know I spelled it wrong, guys. Trying to see if there's anything new. News. Yeah, they're saying, this is saying right here, one's deceased and the other one's critically injured. So I don't know how true that is, but geez, probably at least 2 shot. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, I mean, crap. All right, now we wait to see if the FBI was involved, or if the people, if it comes out that, oh, these people were known by the FBI, you're like, oh. All right, honestly, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. So it's a short one. I said I wanted short, guys. We're just over an hour and a half. Look at that. I carried on. I didn't have a lot that I really had to go through tonight, but is there anything you guys want to talk about? Let me know. And Bunny, yes, it is very sad, and I really hope they're wrong, because we heard different, let me see here. See if there's anything on here. Let's see here. 2 hours, 2 officers shot. That says, reports right now say one is deceased. This is old. I mean, jeez Louise. 2 hours. Place of Garfield, they were called to a report of shots fired. Oh my. So the police were called to a report of shots fired, and the suspect began shooting at them and hitting both of them. Shit. That's ungood. I mean, geez. That would almost make you think they were like just baiting the cops. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about tonight? There we go. Put it back on you. Oof. Fellow brothers and sisters, Blue Pray tonight. Yeah, so far that's it on them. Nothing new, so we'll see how it comes out, but hopefully, I'm hoping the deceased one is wrong. Well, let me know. What is it you guys want to look about tonight? Honestly, I don't know. Let's back up. Boom. Let's see what's up here. Let's have some fun. This made me unhappy knowing that. See if we have any FAFO criminals are out here. Oh, that's where they were torching the leakers. Oh, there we go. Here's some fun. Why not?
If you don't believe in the deep state after this, then you're not. Then you've lost your mind. This is the definition of the deep state: a wartime leak of very sensitive,
but are we at war?
Information. It is treason. The punishment for treason is the death penalty.
But wait! I thought we weren't at war. Don't be saying we're at war if we're not. Don't do that. Talk about how the cranes in Spain fly mainly across the plain. Nice. Let's talk about urban exploring in Gary, Indiana. Well, Gary, that's actually, funny thing is, I personally think Gary, Indiana's not as bad a place as everybody says it is. I've been there by myself multiple times, so I didn't have all the big issues like everybody says. Oh, God, watch yourself. I don't know. I mean, I know there's criminals there, but everybody I ran into, including some homeless people in some buildings, everything were pretty cool to me. Is that better?
This is not a joke. I think that it's, and I pray that they do not back down on this, that they get to the bottom of who
I know,
who
man. I'm
is,
just messing with you.
And they can find who leaked this information. It is treason. If you don't believe in the deep state after this, then you're.
I don't know. I don't like how he says wartime. We're not at war, dude. We're not at war. No, you're fine, Jay Watterson. That's why I just kind of gave you one little sentence and backed away, went right back to this. Just in, the anti-ICE rioter threw a Molotov cocktails in Los Angeles. Hotel housing, 27 DHS agents has just been arrested. He's now facing 20 years in prison. Whoa. Anthony Rodriguez is a serial criminal who will face justice for threatening the lives of federal law enforcement. Wow. When did this happen? Did you guys Did I miss this one? I don't think I remember hearing this one. This is Nick Sorter from 32 minutes ago. So, I mean, did any of you hear this one? I mean, did I miss it? Did you guys not tell me about it? There we go. Heck with blaming me, I'll blame you guys. I mean, what the shit? I did not know this had happened. Well, hell. Let's see if they say anything underneath here. These people should be given a decade of hard labor and then swiftly deported. Yeah. Like the old days. Taking advantage of me. We should really be taking better advantage of Guantanamo Bay. Lock him up, throw away the key. Nick answered back. That's much nicer than what I was going to say should happen to him. Okay, Bunny never heard of it, so it must be new. As the person that released their location. Oh, so, yeah, find them. Oh shit, yeah. The LA scanner guy, now one of these anti-ICE agency groups. The LA scanner guy who doxed this location needs to be arrested as well. Not sure why he's still free. Yeah, bull hell. So there was an LA scanner, which is one of those anti-ICE groups like the one in Colorado we talked about the other day, where the Colorado anti-ICE group helped a child diddler escape. I'm still going to keep asking, why are we letting these people do this and not arresting them? It is obstruction. You jail them for the maximum. If obstructing a federal officer this way, and since this was a child dealer, if you can make it even add a little extra charge to it because of that, like aggravated, and it comes with like a 2-year jail sentence, they should see 2 years. 2 years in not the friendly Fed prison either. The one they put the J6ers in. We got to start, you got to punish these people. Didn't we learn this from California? You can steal up to $950. So people stole like crazy. Until they change the law and start arresting people. Until you start arresting these people and giving them, right now they're little kids, they're morons that think they have free reign to do whatever they want because mommy never spanked them or ground them. So now they're not used to ever any consequences. So until there are consequences, they're going to keep doing it. That's dumb. Yeah, say the line, Bart. Mostly peaceful protests. Yay. Yeah, I didn't hear about it. Holy crap. Yeah, I like that, though. Got crying AOC. Cue the crying liberals. Yep. Yep. I'm not, okay. Not to be a jerk. Okay, a little bit of a jerk. When you have a neck tattoo like that looks like that, I'm going to worry. It's like also people that have like the big forehead tats. A little worried. Let's see. 20 years is enough. Shall always be an enhancement of domestic territorialism. Hope he gets a Molotov cocktail. You know what? Well, let's test out the new alligator Alcatraz facility for a few weeks and see if it changes his attitude. Hey, you know, I'm not saying anything here, but the alligator's got to eat something, right? I mean, what do you feed alligators? Last I knew, alligators were meat eaters. I'm not suggesting anything. We're doing a biology lesson. Nature lesson. Yeah. What would Crocodile Hunter do? Sounds like 27 charges of attempted deceasing. Yeah. Yeah, it's about time people need to learn attacking law enforcement isn't a game. Yeah, but why are we not arresting them? I don't get it. So I wasn't expecting to run into that because that's new. I'll bet, watch this. Watch. I'll bet you're going to find at least 5 or 10 YouTube channels talk about this tomorrow. What do you bet? I'm going to bookmark it. Remember that. I'm going to bet. Yep. Jack Black suffers a massive $1 million loss in concert tours after embracing woke ideologies. Yeah, he's come back. This is old. He's been going, oh shit. Saw that. What is this idiot gonna do? Oh! Dude, that was dumb. Okay.
Embarrassed Mitchell. You fucking bitch.
Oh! And look at this. Just like the knife thrower. Another woman. Man, the women in Antifa, BLM, and all these rioters, they're ballsier than the men. The men are too soyed up. The men are all weenies. They're noodle arms. Look at the girls. The girls are out doing all the assaulting. That's crazy. Just goes up and bangs the dude in there with a sign.
Embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
Dude, watch out for lefty girls. It's not the dudes you got to worry about.
Is your wife still over there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Have a fun trip.
Gotta get that shot in. Gotta do. All right, hang on. Let me look that up. Risky Christmas. All right, hang on here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, holy crap, dude. Dude. Oh no. Oh no. This was a bad idea here. Do not do this. Holy shit. Dude coming up on him. Oh shit. He got a knife. Oh ho ho! Oh ho! Dude! You talk about FAFO. You don't get FAFO like that. I'll check it out here in a sec, Jay Watterson. That's not a girl, my friend. Yes, I think it is. I think that's a chick. That looks, I don't think those are, I'm not sure this is an episode of Mooby Doo. I think those are actual breasticles. I think that's a chick. I'll blow it up. I think that's a chick. That either that or Mooby Doo here needs help.
Embarrassed.
Help me, Mooby Doo.
You fucking bitch.
No, listen to the voice. I think that's a chick.
Embarrassed to Mitchell.
Or they're changing their hormones. And they got a little bit of sachet in them hips.
Embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
I think that's a chick. There's the hair. You got the breasticles. I think that's a chick, just really fug ugly. That's a chick. Even though today it's hard to tell, isn't it? I think it's a chick. I could be wrong.
Over there? Yeah.
No, those are breasticles. Those are breasticles. I don't think those are moobs. Moobs and breasticles look a little different. Those are breasticles. She just ain't all that cute, which is probably why she's angry. I'm trying to hear her too.
Is your wife still over there? Yeah.
That's a chick. Yeah, that's a chick. That's a chick.
Bye-bye. Have a fun trip.
No, she walks like an angry fat girl too. No.
Embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's a chick. I'm sorry, I'm staying with chick. I think it's a girl. Guys in the chat, what do you think it is? I think it's a girl. Is it a girl? Survey says X. I think it is. I don't think those are moobs. I think those are breasticles. And the way she talks and walks, I think that's a chick. Listen really close. Well, I got to turn as loud as it'll go.
Embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
That's a girl. You just don't want to admit that girl's that ugly. She's ugly.
Wife still over there? Yeah.
No, facial expressions, everything. That's a chick.
Over there? Yeah.
Now, walks like an angry fat girl. Nope, got angry fat girl stomp. All right. Boobies is not a girl make. Well, most time. At that voice, when they're going up, pounding that through there, and the way they're talking, there are girls with deep voices, bud. A lot of deep voices. Me and Jay are in agreement. We say she's got wobbly bits. I'm gonna bet no. Let me see if I can find anything more out about this person. Let's see what they say. They say lock him up. So hey, you know what? My gray-dar may be a little off. Hate crime, not a hate crime. Ooh. Trying to see. Wow. Oh my God. In nature, poisonous creatures will often develop bright colors that warn of their toxicity. Ouch. Ouch. Well, Bunny says looks like guy. Okay, my radar is off. I don't know. The chemicals they take are making them a danger to society and security of our communities. And it's making them very ambiguous. There we go. Look at that. Hope he gets jail. Yeah. There you go. So you guys win. I was wrong. I got to get my antenna checked. I agree. I think you're right. I deserve a couple flip-flops for that. Because that person has a flip-flop. My God. Well, in my defense, I'm not used to detecting flip-flops. But damn, that's a flip-flop. Son of a bitch. You win? It's a tradar. Yeah? Black trans women built the pyramids. All right. If you're eating, put your food down. Put your food down. Oh. That is wrong in every flippin' way. There is no way that is right. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Well, obviously I couldn't. Man, oh man. I'm betting that person is on estrogen. I'll bet you guys are right. I'll bet you're right. They've been on some stuff. That dude is on some estrogen or something, getting the movie dues and the voice a little off. That's just not right at all. That is so wrong. Oh, here we go. We got the name even. Look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. Ethan Kroll Clovis. Antifa. Oh, look. Look what we got right there. Antifa trans terrorist unmasked. Trans. Hey. Hey, so I'm going to give myself, I'll take a flip, but not a flip-flop. Damn trans shit throws you off. So now you got to ask, is Ethan the born name or is Ethan the trans name? Shit. Shit. They say male in the arrest record up here. Did they do the Crocodile Dundee and check? All right, now look. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. She was all masked up. No one would ever know who she was. She was invincible. She struck out with her mighty staff. Then suddenly she was hit with reality. And this is a woman who was fooled. Ha! I wasn't the only one. Masculine behavior, that's a man. That ain't no woman, that's a man, baby. But I wasn't the only one fooled. An actual, most likely, woman was fooled. I feel better. I at least feel a little better about it. I mean, my God. Charges for Ethan Kroll. Okay. This labels Ethan. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, it doesn't matter, except that I want to check my antenna, man. Charges for Ethan Kroll are officially in the system. 1 felony, 2 misdemeanors. This labels Ethan as a male, but being housed in a female block. So they may write male, but I'm going to bet this is a female. When it comes to actually putting them in jail, they put them with female. Because if this was, I'm just saying. Now, I don't know. There are people saying they don't know. They're intimating here that this is not. So I don't know. Maybe. We'll see if anybody busts it out. This is fun. God, that looks, I don't know, man. So Ethan, whatever. Ethan's off. Ethan's ODFS. So, okay. We are done with that. Let me go and... Okay, here. All promised. I puffed it up. Let's go over here. Go to the chat. I will find that, what you posted, Jay Watterson. And boing. Okay. Jay Watterson, something weird. So, let me bring me back down. Boing. Okay. Jay Watterson. We are at... Let's see. All right. Help the FBI protect children. Ow. Dude, that hurt. Sorry. Cat. Claws. Ow. Whoa. Right in the gut. Help the FBI protect children. As the Attorney General has made clear, we will protect our children and hold accountable those who smear them by rushing the Epstein files release. What? Those who spread anti-Semitic extremism and hate speech under the guise of protecting children are exactly who the FBI exists to investigate. It is antithetical to America and no longer... What does anti-Semitism have to do with the Epstein files? Report tips of anti-Semitic propaganda and violent incidents. What? Yeah, that is odd. Okay, Jay Watterson. You're right. What the shit? What the shit? Huh. I wonder if is that actually real? I mean, holy crap. Yeah, there you go. What the hell? Anti-Semitism is perfectly legal. Last I checked, yeah. So, what the shit? Hey, where's Snoopy right now, Jay Watterson? Snoopy would have loved that post. You were just focusing on Ethan's what? You couldn't bring yourself to the truth. I heard the voice first. For me, the voice, when they were jamming the flagpole into the dude, I thought was feminine. But, hey, what do I know? I'm telling you, the trans shit just fucks everything up. So, yeah. We have the documents, and don't blame the people in the documents when you get them. Yeah. Maybe that's what they're saying. Because, is that what they're doing? Epstein was a Mossad asset? They're actually going to go with that? I don't know. Maybe. I'd be thinking more like FBI, NSA, CIA type thing. I would say more of them, honestly, than Mossad. Let me close that. There we go. That's what I'd be going with, honestly. All right, let's see here. So that, I don't know. It does seem a little odd, but okay. You know what I'm going to spread? Amy said, stop spreading anti-Semitic memes. You know what? I'm going to spread anti-Semitic memes even harder. All right, Ryan. I wasn't totally on with that. I got it. No, I actually thought the voice was what gave it for me. I really thought the voice did it. But obviously I was wrong. Because to me, the voice. So, obviously I am wrong. Because I heard this.
Fucking bitch.
That don't sound masculine very much.
I'm embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
I'm embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
I'm embarrassed to Mitchell.
You fucking bitch.
That is a very tiny voice for a big dude. I'm just saying. Mossad and CIA, but what do I know? Could be. The voice at the beginning is way different than at the end. That's just what I went with. I first heard that voice, so that's what I went with. Honestly, that is what I did, and I screwed the pooch. And I guess I'm living in the wrong time. I'm living in the wrong time. I see something that looks like it's got breasticles, and I go, okay, it's a chick. I'm unrefined. I don't understand the rules anymore. Flag gives it away? Well, the flag says trans, but yeah. Yeah, the voice at the very end.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's a pretty light voice.
Yeah.
That's still more of a feminine voice. We're talking 5'10" something. That's not the voice you expect coming out of a 5'10" dude. That's definitely trans. They're on hormones. So yeah, I don't know the rules, so I don't know the rules, I guess. But this dude here totally screwed up. I like this better. This one's pretty cut and dry. Yeah, this is just dumb. Dude is ready, too. Yeah, I thought the voice was a chick. That sounds very chickish. That don't sound like a 5'10" dude. That sounds like... Still sounds like a good chick. Okay, well, yeah, okay, so you're backing up looking for one word, but I got at least a bunch that sound like a chick.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
That don't sound like a dude.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
That still sounds like a chick. I did back it up. That don't sound like a chick. You're getting the dude talking in the foreground here, the background behind here.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
That's the only thing they say is this.
You
fucking bitch.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
Still sounds like a chick to me. We need Kevin Costner. Forward, back. Forward, back. Well, no, look for the grassy knoll. There's another breast on the grassy knoll. Yeah, that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the dude. There is no way, dude, that person goes from this
Embarrassed initially.
You fucking bitch.
to that deep voice you're hearing here.
Is your wife still over there?
Yeah.
So that's like Oak Ridge Boys. Hi, how you doing? Bop, mo, mo. Hey, but the voice, at least the voice is what threw me. I said the voice is what I heard first. But we know this person's taking hormones, so explains the voice, explains the mubicles. They need to get the bro. Yeah. So, hey, I'll tell you what, Jay Watterson. There's a lot of times anymore I think that, holy crap, what are you sending me? There's a lot of times anymore I almost think you have to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not going to play that on here. They are just looking for reasons to copyright everybody anymore. Well, I might do it anyway. I might do it silently. They normally don't go after you too much for silent. Hang on here. Let me go here. Here. Doink. Okay, so.
Oh, there's someone I want you to meet.
Oh, wait. Stop. Because I know I have to have me on the screen there and covering, which I am right now, so pull here, boing, boing. Get me over there where I should be. There, okay. You have a chance of not getting in trouble if you don't have it on your screen. If you're not on the screen, I mean, you get in definitely trouble. All right. I'm sorry, that does look like, that is wrong. Back out. I'm going to keep that muted for a sec. I'll get there. He goes in with that look. See, that's the look. That's the look we are giving all this trans stuff. That look right there. Imagine all this shit going on. If you take all this crap that's going on now and throw it into the 80s. Imagine how people would be like, you're at what the fuck? People would flip. That's how far we've slid. That's the proper look right there. There we go.
Something matter, darling?
Ah! There's a lot matter there. They did a good job casting this because, man, I might have gone in for that check.
Pleased to meet you.
And you don't want to bet I get copyrighted for that because that music in the background? Bet I do. But it's still funny. Still funny. All right. Australian handshake is how they say hi in Australia, isn't it? Yep. Check and see if it was a Sheila. I'll let you guys know next stream. Bet I get struck on that. That music in the background? Oh, yeah. The music industry is rough. Movie industry? Yep, probably. Oh, well. My channel doesn't make anything, so they don't ever go after me too much for it. They have taken a stream or two down at times, and I've argued it and got most of them back up. I've only lost one. Because a lot of times they don't want to go after me. No, I'm not playing another one. I'm not playing another one. That's enough. If I do too much of that, they can give me a strike and or take my channel down. So one copyright type issue a day, please. But yeah. All right, let's see. We're at 2 hours and 6 minutes, guys. And I do want to keep this in short because I got a long day tomorrow and I have a cat behind me that's really pissed off. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play another copyrighted type video. I'm gonna look at it, but I'll bet it's copyright, right? Rumble, you can get away with as long as you're commentating. Yeah, see, that's Crocodile Dundee again. Nope. Nope. I know the bar one. Yeah, I'll definitely get nailed for that. Yeah, I'll get nailed on that one. So I appreciate it, but nope. All right, guys, I know it's a short stream, and I know it's a little off tonight, but I appreciate you being here. I am going to go. I got treatments to do, and I got to get up early and get ready for a family reunion. So I may not be back on until Sunday or Monday, unless I get a stream in tomorrow evening. We'll see. We'll see how much time I got. But I appreciate you guys stopping in, spending a little time. Next week, when we do streams, I am going to try to get them earlier because I'm trying to change my sleep schedule. So we are going to try to do them earlier and see how that goes. I'm aiming for a time right around 9:30 or 10 o'clock to start doing these. And I'm going to try to do these right around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm just trying, so we'll see how it goes. But the stream gets good and it's really fun, then yeah, it'll go longer. But yeah, exactly, Bunny. Jay Watterson, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Buckle Bunny. Thank you, Ryan Jones. Thank you to everybody lurking. Thank you to you guys on Rumble. I do see you over there and appreciate it. Please hit thumbs up on the way out. Now, if you like, I can play one of the animes I have on the way out. What do you guys like? Let's see. Go to my bookmarks. If you guys like, I don't know. I'll probably take a little time playing one of those. I've got this one and this one. The shooting one and the one where the chick loves Donald Trump, we think. We don't know because he kind of destroys the earth. So if you're here and you still want to see one of these, let me know. If not, we will take off. Actually, I'm going to start one. There we go. Still don't know what the hell's going on in this. I mean, what the? That is wrong. These little poses? What is that? What is that? Don't ever do that to Donald Trump again. That's ugh. And the next one's no better. What the? Okay, that one's kind of funny. That's the one you should play with when he says that part, "I'm your daddy" or "Who's your daddy?" I should find that and put that with this. Then boom, who's your daddy? You know? Come on, that's kind of funny. good enough. Okay, the mech suit's pretty good. I don't know why they have him blow up the Earth, though. She seems to be in love with him, but then he blows up the Earth. So, yeah. But that is going to be our ender for the night. The Donald, yeah. So, yep. All right, guys, we are going to hop out. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Jax is about to come claw me in the leg again. So he's like, knowing I'm off here, somehow the little dude understands English. Hey, Jaxie Cats. Jay Watterson tells you to hit F11, bud. Yeah? Uh-huh. All right. Thank you very much. Talk to you.